What's been the most fun about being a professional football player?
You're not doing it for free anymore. You get to buy your parents a home. You know, you get to do stuff that you couldn't do before when you was younger.
Lamar Jackson heard the same thing his whole football career. Critics, coaches, and analysts kept telling him that he would be better suited as a running back. Well, it's 2019 and the only thing that LJ is running is the NFL, and he's doing it at the quarterback position, performing at the highest level. I mean, speaking of running, Lamar is also able to run up a check. He's been able to purchase not only himself a new home in Baltimore, but also a house for his mother. He got himself some designer clothes, some new watches, bracelets, and not to mention a chain worth $100,000 that shows an iced out version of his legendary Heisman Trophy worthy hurdle.
Jackson keeps it again, trying to stretch to the edge. What a hurdle by Jackson!
Lamar also got himself a brand new Benz, although he was caught filming himself while driving 105 miles per hour while apparently not wearing a seatbelt. He was safe and has since apologized, but I think the biggest lesson here is that not everything needs to go onto your Instagram story. Lamar Jackson has an online reported net worth of $5 million after signing a $9.47 million rookie deal with the Baltimore Ravens last year. On top of that, he's got his own merch line, and not to mention, whatever his next contract is, it'll probably be 5 times whatever he's getting paid now, so the future is looking bright for LJ. What's going on, good people in the comment section? I hope you're having one heck of a day. My name is Jeremy Heck, and I'll be your host today, covering Lamar Jackson's financial come-up, here for you, of course, on The Rich Life. Now, I'm the LA host for this channel, bringing you weekly content. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a part of the Toilet Gang, then welcome back. We've covered other athletes for the series recently, like Antonio Brown and Odell Beckham Jr., and we did one on the legend himself, Stephen A. Smith. So be sure to check those out later, but for now, I've got a trivia question for you that I'll answer later on in the video. Today's question is, what message did Lamar Jackson have for the rest of his high school district back in the day? All right, let's get into the show. Lamar Jackson was born in Pompano Beach, Florida, where he dealt with tragedy early on in his life. Father and grandmother passed away on the same day. It's also that day that his mother Felicia made a commitment to her son that they were going to be something someday. Lamar's mother took that promise seriously, and not only did she take care of her son, but she got him a quarterback coach, would lead the sprints at his football practices, and even strapped on the pads to help him practice in their backyard with contact. Lamar focused on his game and worked hard daily to become the best player he could be, and the hard work paid off as he became a dominant force in high school football. He was still overlooked by many scouts, and many coaches wanted him to change positions because of how well he could run the ball, but Lamar knew that he was meant to be a quarterback and finally committed to Louisville to play QB.
Not at all. I'm not going to be a wide receiver at all tomorrow. Quarterback positions.
If a team did ask you to do that, would you do it?
No, sir. I'm a quarterback.
Betting on himself was the right move because he became a Heisman Trophy winner and set multiple records. In 2018, Lamar Jackson was drafted by the Baltimore Ravens.
You're a leader. Everybody got nothing but love for you. But the football aficionados question your ability to be in the pocket and fling that football with accuracy. You complete about 58% of your passes, okay?
Yeah.
So they're looking at it from that perspective, and they got questions about whether or not you've got longevity as a quarterback in the National Football League. To that, you say what?
You're going to have to see.
Lamar signed his rookie deal with the Ravens in 2018 for $9.47 million with a $4.97 million bonus. It's a 4-year deal with a team option for a 5th, so his annual contract value is currently only $2.3 million, which in any normal job, if you're making $2.3 mil, you're in the 1%, but as an NFL quarterback, you're actually closer to the bottom. I mean, Russell Wilson is making $35 million. But to be fair, this is only Lamar's rookie contract, and after he's proven that he can play at the elite level, wherever he decides to sign next, well, let's just bet it's gonna be way more money for the kid. He also makes money from his apparel line called Era 8. My personal favorite is the shirt that says, "Not bad for a running back." Shirts go for $30, so he probably makes some good money off that too. And I also love the trend of players selling their own merch rather than just getting a cut from the team or the NFL's merch stores. Ownership, baby, it's a new era. No pun intended, because, you know, his Instagram name, but pun intended.
What comes with being a first-round pick, either financially or just lifestyle-wise? What has that process been like for you?
I don't know. I can't really say. I didn't have to pay bills and stuff like that before. I'm 21 now. I'm in the league. Now it's like, oh, you got to find a home. You got to find your vehicle to drive in, from work.
All right, so what does Lamar spend his money on? So in terms of the vehicle, he chose a Benz, but recently he was caught going 105 miles per hour in that car. And the only reason we know this is because he himself was filming and posted it to his Instagram story, and he was also not wearing a seatbelt. Allegedly, according to the button. We don't know, we didn't see him, he could have been wearing one. But did you not learn from Kanye when he said, "Thank God I wasn't too cool for the safe belt"? Come on. Anyways, Lamar apologized on Twitter saying, "I made a bad decision and will set a better example moving forward. #my apologies." All that really matters is that Lamar is healthy and no one got hurt. And while he may be going at high speeds on the roads at times, the one thing he is likely to stop for, besides a red light of course, or a stop sign, or an ambulance I guess, but besides all the legalities, he will stop for his fans. Recently, Lamar stopped his car after a big win when some fans recognized him on the side of the street. Lamar! That is a true man of the people. According to ESPN, Lamar's first big purchase with his rookie contract was a home in Baltimore. He also stated that he bought his mom a crib too, and that was the most fulfilling part of being in the NFL, especially since she put in so much hard work into making it there with him that it had to feel incredible. So congrats to Lamar. But one of his biggest purchases so far seems to be his chain. Lamar spent 100 racks on a chain to immortalize in ice one of the most legendary plays of his career so far. During his time at Louisville, when a Syracuse defender was coming straight at him on the 5-yard line, LJ hurdled the defender with ease and walked right into the end zone.
The left side is going to outrace from the corner, hurdles the defender at the 5, and squeezes inside the pylon for a touchdown.
So, the only thing he could have done after that is to commemorate the moment, and the only way to do that is to get a chain of himself doing the hurdle that he can now wear around his neck to remind himself whenever he needs to look in the mirror that he did, in fact, pull that play off. I'm not sure how many moments I've had that I would want to immortalize on a chain, but I can think of a few. Maybe when I get 100 grand, I'll spend it all on a chain of 1 or 2 of them. But for now, I will continue to wear the $15 chains that I buy at the local farmers markets. Lamar's chain was made by Stax Customs Jewelry in Miami, and it included a reported 285 grams of gold with a one-of-a-kind squared Cuban link that's made only by Stax Customs. It's 257 grams of gold with 25 carats of VVS stones, and the chain took 3 weeks to make. Now, to some people we've covered on this show, like Odell or Antonio Brown, 100K isn't much to Odell or Antonio, although now he could probably use it. But Lamar bought that chain in his rookie year when he was reportedly making less than $2.5 million after taxes. So quick maths here. That's spending roughly 1/25 of your yearly income in a day. Although before you judge, to put things into perspective for some of you guys out there, some of you have minimum wage jobs and you're spending $300 on a pair of Jordans. So, I've done the same. I'm not judging, but we can't judge from the sidelines. So all you sideline quarterbacks, step to the side. All right, Lamar also loves to rock designer clothes. Here he is repping some Gucci pants, which can run you up to more than $1,000 online. Here he's got on a Louis Vuitton shirt and a Louis Vuitton cap, which can cost over $300. And Lamar has many more designer outfits, including those brands, Polo, and more. Plus, he's got an iced out wrist, well, technically both of his wrists, with a brand new watch and a Cuban link bracelet that I can say probably costs around 50K or more combined. And that's a light estimate. But as for his skills, I think people really need to shut up and watch when it comes to Lamar, because he's proven people wrong for his whole life and his whole career. From high school to college and now to the pros, and I have a feeling that'll continue to happen. He'll continue to prove his critics wrong with his abilities. I'm talking to you, Stephen A., all right?
What would we be saying? We'd have a problem because that's his job. Well, excuse me, if you are behind center and your title is the quarterback, your job is to know how to throw the damn football.
Okay. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But I believe in Lamar Jackson as much as he believes in himself, and I know that's a lot. He's always had something to prove. Even back in high school, he let everyone in his district know that they should...
What kind of message you want everybody else in the district to know about you guys?
Be ready.
There it is, be ready. And you have your answer to the question from the beginning of the video. But as for the rest of this one, well, we'll have to wait and see what happens, and that's all I have for you in this video. Thank you for watching Dream Good, Live Better. Hope you have one heck of a day, and if no one else has told you yet today, I love you, and I'll see you in another video. Peace.